There is new footage of Lauren Boebert getting kicked out of a musical rendition of Beetlejuice in Denver that just shows the depths of disrespect that this congresswoman has for anybody but herself. But so to catch you up, it was reported on Tuesday that Boebert had been ejected from a performance of Beetlejuice musical in downtown Denver after causing a disturbance. Later, a report suggested that Boebert was asked to leave after she failed to stop vaping near a woman who was pregnant who had been asking for the lawmaker to stop. Boebert's office reportedly denied that allegation. They even denied that there was vape smoke anywhere. Instead, and this was according to the Daily Mail. Her spokesman said that there had been a misunderstanding from someone sitting near her who hadn't noticed that a quote heavy fog machines and electronic cigarettes were used during the play. In other words, it was just part of the special effects. But no, we actually have new footage. Now, because this is from local news, we can't show it to you, but we can show you some choice stills that shows you that, yeah, she was vaping. So she is right in the middle there. There is a gentleman, her date in a like gray suit, and she's there second row in, and there is smoke coming out of her mouth. That looks like right before the show begins, she is in fact vaping. Now, the Denver Post spoke to the pregnant woman who actually requested anonymity because she's afraid of Lauren Boebert's followers. I'm sure you can imagine why. This is obviously MAGA trash here we're talking about. They love to dox and haunt people and harass them. The woman says Boebert took multiple long videos during the first half of the performance. When she asked Boebert to stop vaping, the congresswoman simply said no. The woman said Boebert was also kissing the man she was with and singing along loudly with her hands in the air, the woman said. Oh, but there's more. Let's just go to the photo, because there's photo. This is from the video evidence of the pregnant woman behind her asking her to stop vaping. And soon after that, Boebert goes back to what she's doing and then goes to taking selfies. So there she is. There's a photo of her, still of her just taking a flash selfie of herself. But then what about the kissing? Well, it was a little bit more than kissing. So our final fun slide is just a full-on groping. So that is her date's hand with his hand on her chest. That is exactly what is happening. And it was soon after that that they were asked to leave by ushers. And on their way out, both of them, well, specifically Lauren Boebert, decided to flip ye old bird out of deep respect for the theater. But look, this is just me. This is the woman, pregnant woman behind her. This is everyone in that theater. But there were also performers that night. This is a cast member from that performance of Beetlejuice who's been traveling around, who said this on TikTok.
What's hilarious is there's footage of her getting escorted out of the theater and leaving, and our merch manager, Jessica, who's a queen, she supposedly heard her say, "But you can't do this to me, I'm a congresswoman." Which, like, girl, say what you want, but to be honest, you are no more special than the next person. You bought a ticket just like everybody else, and you're not entitled to make it your show. You paid to watch what's going on in front of you, not to be the spectacle yourself.
Oh, if only though, if only being the spectacle were not Lauren Boebert's complete and entire MO as an elected representative. But you guys, we've got this new footage. We understand exactly what she did. It is so painful to even watch and see those stills. We've all been, God, I think that's worse than I've ever experienced. I've been with like loud laughers and sing-alongs, but like the vaping, the like making out with somebody, you're an adult. You're not 13. But thoughts, guys?
Yeah, well, at least if she's watching Damage Report like Marjorie Taylor Greene is, we've got her dragon name, the Vape Dragon, literally breathing smoke there. So guys, look, it's not gonna be breaking news to anyone that Lauren Boebert's a liar. It's the most obvious thing in the world, right? It was a smoke machine. Okay, I'm not even sure if MAGA doesn't realize that she's a liar. They might even realize it. But that's not the breaking story here. To me, the more interesting part of this story is, look at the attitude. And unfortunately these days, this represents the Republican way of thinking, which is freedom, my freedom, means I could be a jerk to everyone around me. I don't care about you at all. Oh, you're pregnant and I'm breathing smoke into your face? I don't care. #freedom. I'm disturbing everyone else at the show. Who cares? You guys don't matter at all. I'm the only person that matters. Freedom, right? That isn't freedom, that's just being a jerk. She was a jerk in every way conceivable in that show. And these days, the Republicans think, no, that's my right. Yeah, by the way, it's not your right to do it within that context because you ruined the show for other people, and that's why they escorted you out. But you do have a right to be a jerk, but you don't have a right to be liked.
Being a jerk and being, I would say, rebellious is sort of her brand. So in a sense, as Cenk says, this sort of plays into her personal brand, which she then extends beyond that into American politics. But yeah, this isn't a Rockies game, a sporting event. I mean, when you go to the theater, there's sort of a covenant you have with the other people in the theater, right? You're not, the idea of, taking selfies and, vaping, it's all insane. And she pulled I can't believe she did it, but she pulled the "Don't you know who I am" card after all of that. Yeah, she was a hot mess. And then again, all you have in terms of high ground is, yeah, I'm a rebel, okay? I don't play by your rules. It's, it's despicable behavior and just ridiculous sort of anti-society behavior, but she makes it play to her brand.
Yeah, MAGA is the party of Karens, right? It's like, I don't care who I'm disturbing. This is my personal freedom to freak out on everybody because I'm entitled. And it is incredible that she pulled, "Do you know who I am?" It's like you just reminded potential voters, although not her district specifically, but Coloradans, like, who you are. Yeah, you were the a-hole that got kicked out of the Sunday night Beetlejuice. Remember that lady? Never gonna vote for her. Gonna tell all of my friends not to vote for her. But I do think that, again, more than like faux populism, more than xenophobia and like building the wall and everything, this is the most perfect distillation of what MAGA is, right? It is, I'm gonna cause a scene cause I want to, cause I think I'm entitled. It's a microcosm of how MAGA like electeds also function, right? They're not there for other people, they're there for themselves and themselves only.
Yeah, and last thing I'll add here. Look, you want a neck in the movie theater, like in the old days? Have at it, Hoss. It's not my issue, I'm the last guy to care, right? But you're a US Congressman. I mean, these guys run on family values. Later in the show, we're gonna have the South Dakota governor apparently hooking up with a Trump thing. They're both married, Trump with the porn stars and all that stuff. And now they're going to place and like groping her chest in the middle of everyone. I mean, they've just let go of any semblance of caring about what they used to claim were their values. Like being conservative used to mean something, and being pro-family values was like a core part of that. Now their leaders are openly mocking them, and unfortunately, a lot their voters are going along with them. Like, oh yeah, we wanted family values. You gave us the exact opposite. Yay.
Franny, last thing, you made me think of it. I hadn't thought of it before, but the theater of rebellion, the plain people who don't want to put the mask on or whatever at the height of COVID, these moments that are all played for your own personal Instagram moment or theater moment. Yeah, you're right. That is a great piece of currency that she played in that moment too. I hadn't thought of it, but it's really actually a great point.
Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.